Hey guys, it's Stu. This is another inbox review. As was promised, the Challenger Mark 1 stroke Mark 3. As we all know, the Challenger 1 was actually used in both, in the first Gulf War, and was very, very effective. In fact, the in-service record was 90%. So she is a beast. It's obviously been superseded with the Challenger 2 now. So it was basically designed principally to replace the old Chieftain, which had seen some sterling service, and actually entered service in around about 1989, I think it was, and eventually replaced all the Chieftains in 91, just in time for the Gulf War. And as we know, the Challenger Mark 1 certainly had a powerful punch. Anyway, let's get on with the review. As you can see, there's the familiar white box art, which is well known by Tamiya, of the actual vehicle itself, which looks absolutely awesome. On the side, you've actually got colour call-outs of the actual desert version, which you can do one of two versions with. Personally, I'm actually going to go with the desert version. It's the most widely known as well. On the other side, you've got the kit number, which is, if you want to look it up on eBay, 35154. Okay, /3300. Okay, and then you've got the alternate NATO colour scheme on the other side. Alright, right, let's have a look and see what's inside this big box. Upon opening it, we've got the familiar Tamiya instruction sheet. Unlike most instruction sheets we've previously known with Tamiya, you've actually got a photograph of the fully assembled kit, and then obviously you've got a brief overview and about the history of the actual vehicle itself. Alright, first, it's like a little booklet, this one as well. Upon the first page, if I can find it, you'll bear with me. It says, it's a bit like a Tomorrow's World demonstration, this never goes quite according to plan. Anyway, here we go. Right, upon opening it, you've actually got a list of some of the actual tools you can get from Tamiya, such as the Tamiya thin glue, and knives, and cutters, and tweezers. Okay, and then you've got a colour call out in Tamiya colours of all the actual colours that were used on the kit. First, oh, excuse me. First, as we all know, is the assembly of the running gear. Then you've got the assembly of all the push rods, which actually is not unlike the same procedure as was used in the Chieftain tank. Then you assemble all the running gear and escape hatches to the lower hull. Okay. And then obviously the main running gear you would put again to the lower hull, but I won't be doing this until the latter stages. Okay. And then you've got the assemble of the gun travel lock. Okay. And then obviously you've got two versions. This is the desert version and this is the NATO version, but it's entirely up to you which one you want to do. Okay. Next procedure is basically, if you want to do the desert version, the assembly of the actual fuel cans and jacks, etc. on the back of the vehicle, and then showing you how to apply it to the actual lower hull. Okay, and then the upper hull, you basically add the visors. Okay. And then obviously on the upper hull, on the top, you add the stowage, all the tools and tow bars, okay, as well as the tow rope. And then basically on the next stage after that, you add all the tools, okay. And then you've got the headlights, which you apply again as well, on the front and the back. Obviously you've got the alternate versions to what you want to do. Okay. Then it's basically showing you how to put the plastic tracks together and melt them, but as I say, I'm going to get aftermarket tracks for these, as I did do with the AFV on the previous build, the Walker Bulldog build. And then you basically put the upper hole to the lower hole, but interesting they're showing you with the tracks on it, but as I say, that I will leave till last. And then if you want to use the reactive armour, this is how it is assembled, which I shall be doing on the actual desert version. Then you got the side skirts for the desert version. Again, that's the reactive armour. And then it's basically the assembly of the reactive armour to the front of the hull as well as the side skirts. And then basically you put the jerry cans together and apply that to the vehicle as well as the actual climb rope. Is that a staircase? I'm not sure. And then you've obviously got the addition of the tow ropes. Okay. Now if you want to do the NATO version, obviously you just do the standard side skirts, which is as is indicated on here. Next is the assembly of the turret and the barrel. Now again, I think I'm going to get an aftermarket barrel for this, and I'm sure there's one out there, so well, if not, then I'm going to have to resort to the one that's in the kit, which I don't envy because you're going to have that awful seam line, and that's going to be a devil to sand. Then you've got the final assembly of the upper part, the turret to the lower part, and including the addition of the barrel. Then you basically got the advert, and then next stage you basically add the smoke dispensers. Oh fuck this, I'm going to do